Yes, indeed, folks. The action-packed show that is Blue Please here on WoW Radio with myself, Total Biscuit. Good lord. So much stuff to fit in the show, and I've got 12 minutes to do it. I've still got to ask the Murloc shout-out and my ending topic for the week. It's not even possible, not even as fast as I speak, to do all of this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Why not? Oh, yes! Let's see what else we've got, and let's see what else we have today. I want to quickly cover some content. Very, very, very quickly, then I'm going to ask the Murlocs, and then I'm going to go straight into shout-outs in some kind of compressed manner. So let's get on with it right now. Yeah. Right, the topic. My ending topic. Feel free to email after the show all week for your opinions on this, and I'll round it up in Second Wind next week. Yes, I did just say...
Second Wind!
So, Second Wind next week will be... Are we going back to the way things used to be? Is PvE endgame the inescapable fact of WoW, and is that acceptable? I mean, we're seeing right now the big content development as we expect. More big dungeons, more 25-mans, more epics, tier 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, tier 9,000!
9,000!
Yes! Tier 9,000. Yeah. So, is that the inescapable fact? We've seen the whole thing about the arenas, and the conclusion we came to is, while it's a good stab at making PvP something permanent and worthwhile, and something sort of, kind of on the level of PvE progression, you don't see people's websites going down when they go, Amagad, Magtheridon world first, and you're Eki and you missed out on rolling on the trinket because you were too busy shouting in IRC. Good game! Indeed. So, is this the inescapable fact? Well, I'm gonna pretty much push the boat out, and I'm gonna side on the side of yes. Because that's what it's been like. Endgame, well, for the past 2 years has been raid or die. Raid or die, and this is kind of what it's becoming again. Why not? Why not? Because in my honest opinion, that's what WoW does best. Really, that is actually what WoW does best. Raiding, instances, they're all amazing. That's what people get, psyched up over. People are like, well, why do you grind this for this? It's because there needs to be a continuing challenge. You get the gear from this instance to progress to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, and you could keep doing that pretty much for all eternity, and people would still do it, because they love the challenge, they love the acquisition of gear. It's the essence of what an RPG is built on. It's built on the acquisition of gear and the killing of really big, nasty things. That's an RPG, in a nutshell, right there. That's what it's all about. And in my honest opinion, that's pretty much the way it's going to stay, and I think, to be quite honest, that's the way they want it to stay. And I say good on you, Blizz, because that's what I want to see. If you want to expand PvP, then feel free, but bear in mind what kept people playing WoW for 2 years was not PvP. Generally speaking, it was PvE, endgame, instances, raiding. That's what people get excited about, that's what people get psyched up about, and that's what you spend your development time on, and rightly so. Rightly so. That's going to be my topic for next week, in Second Wind. That's what's going to happen next week. So email in over the week. If you're listening to the archives, then good game you. Or you can email too. It's always good. You have been listening to Blue Please here on WoW Radio. I'm going to play Ask the Murlocs, and I'm going into shout-outs. So feel free to email me right now and PM me for your shout-outs. TheMurloc@gmail.com is the place to email, or PM me on IRC. That's irc.mmorc.com. My name on there is TB... what appears to be some kind of --hyphen type thing on the air. Just go to the # or # WoW radio channel. Or go to our website, wcradio.com. And just before I go on to Ask the Murlocs, I must thank everyone. Blue Please is now sitting at 410 digs. Yes, 410. That's fantastic. We want more. We would love to have some more. Remember, dig is a promotional tool and a democratic tool, so go and dig some other podcasts. If they're ours or others, we don't mind. Go and dig them. Because that's what it's for. If you find a good podcast, go and dig it. Because if you don't, then the digs disappear within 2 weeks. So don't you dare just go and dig my show. Go and dig other people's. Like, say, Mogarmy. Mogarmy.net. The MOG Army. Fantastic podcasters, and we are promoting them right now, and they're promoting us, and we love it. We love Mogarmy. They're awesome. Ask the Murlocs time, and then shout-outs coming up right now. Enjoy.
Ask the Murloc.
Ernest, you blithering butler buffoon, bring me the blood of the innocent. Yes, I would like a twist of lemon. No, that's a cocktail glass. Bring me the crystal champagne fruit, you uncultured dolt. I tell you, it is impossible to get good minions these days, You, 2 minutes late for your appointment? Current fear, foolish mortals, for it is I, the murloc, speaker of truths, eater of beef, and master of the panpipes. Inform anyone of that, and I'll have you flayed. Step forward, you foul-smelling one, and ask of me your question. If it does not please me, the floor will fall away beneath you, and you will meet a fiery end in what I like to call the fun house. Ask before I tire of your lack of speech.
Dear Murloc, I am re-rolling my character for the Burning Crusade and want to get into a good raiding guild for Karazhan and the like. What is the most desirable class, and why?
For any mere mortal, this will be an impossible question. However, for I, the murloc, nothing is beyond my infinite wisdom. Due to class restructuring, Blizzard Entertainment announced some changes that you may be interested in. From this point on, everything is in fact a hunter weapon. This includes cloth plus damage gear, healing plate, and wands with more than 7 stamina. As such, a hunter is clearly the most useful class, able to fulfill the role of a main tank and healer simultaneously with very little loss in DPS. You may also wish to consider running a warrior, since I hear they have been buffed in every patch since launch. Logic dictates, therefore, by the decree of the murloc, that by this point a warrior, if aided by a hunter's pet, can in fact solo Nefarian. Sadly, druids have not been so lucky, and due to recent druid nerfs, the class has in fact been renamed Pet. Hunters will now be able to acquire their very own druid to feed, love, and cherish. The only healing spell that now affects druids is Mend Pet, and if they are not regularly fed with boar meat, they will run away, crying emo tears. Ha ha!
Ask the Murloc.
Dear Murloc, my arena team is struggling in the qualifiers. I'd like to know if you have any strategies or advice you could give to help us win more matches.
Yes, I see. I in fact soloed a 5-man arena yesterday. How did I do that, you ask? It is a secret. Thou shalt never pry into the arcane ways of the murloc. What? Money? Yes, give me lots of money. Yes, the strategy. Well, in order to win the arena, simply construct a Cybran experimental robot and level the entire complex, including any surrounding civilian structures. However, you may find that the townspeople may not like this and will set about your robot with torches and pitchforks. And while it is capable of mass genocide, it may eventually fall to their combined arms. At which point I would suggest you use a hunter and cast Mend Pet on your druid, allowing it to survive the inevitable thermonuclear blast. At which point the druid will be able to DPS down any remaining opposition. However, due to recent patch nerfs, this will take approximately 3 weeks when raid buffed. What? More? No, you've wasted enough of my time, you piffling peasants. Get out before I cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. What do you mean they escaped? Impounded? Inconceivable! Well, what about the dogs of minor border skirmish? The hounds of barroom brawl? The canines of small playground scuffle? All of them? No! Damn you, Sweden!
Ask the Murloc.
Good Lord in heaven, I have 4 minutes until I switch over and get Octel and Hordak on the air. Shout-out time, shout-outs right now. I have PMs abound. PMs abound indeed. Octel, are you there? You are there, Octel. Sorry, can you be more clear for our listeners? Are you in fact there, Octel?
Oh my goodness, I am here.
Yes, you are indeed here. You're going to be on air in 3 minutes, aren't you?
Couldn't be more clear than that.
Brilliant, fantastic. Right, shout-out time. Okay, let's get on with the shout-outs. Incoming shout-outs from Zop, who is shouting out to... He is indeed shouting out to Eternal Corpse Council, who are leaving Mazugo to go to Veknelesh. I sent an email, but I think I sent it to the wrong address. Indeed. Shout-out to the nuclear power forums and tell Rick to get off his lazy ass and make the next Just Another Quest comic. That's some major blood. Giving a shout out to the Blade Order Ally Guild on Daggerspine EU. Brilliant. Say hi to Blue Please from me. That's from Naga. My guild Blue Please made of the win. A new racial for female tour and create ice cold milk. What do Murlocs have against Sweden? Sweden is just evil. Shout out to Fade to Black on Card Guy US for having tons of 70s. I'm sure we'll be doing the 25-man soon, including the Temple of Doom, or whatever it's called. Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones is the final raid boss. That's from Saurian. Metallicut says, I want to give a shout out to T-Tut for dinging 54, Redhead Flame for dinging 61, and Shattered Halls EU. That's from Ganya. Can I get a shout out to Seren on Twisting Nether US? Apparently elves are not made up as much winners gnomes. Indeed not. I'd like to request a shout out to all of Ye Olde Goon Squad on VentureCo EU, especially to the Chief Pastamancer Niris. Shout out to 3 people. Morton from Sunderland and his huge appetite for pie. A shout out to Lloyd, also from Sunderland, and his sailor friends. They disgust me. And last but not least, Tane from Hartlepool and his giant mole. That's from Squizzair EU. Let's see what else we've got in my email box of absolute total win. Pressing the button. Good God in heaven. You people, too many of you. Please give a shout out to Kitiao Tullian EU, a long-time RL friend of the fool that introduced me to WoW and has now went off to London for a brand new job. Enjoy. That's from Everlix, level 70 Priest of Teddy Bears of Doom on Shadow Song EU. A shout out goes to Gugid for having to reinstall WoW and be forced to listen to WoW Radio Cry. There was some guy, I can't remember what his name was. It was like Valentino or Valley something or other on Mazigo who was asking for a shout. I can't remember your name, but you're getting a shout out anyway. I hope you know who you are. A shout out to Furlish. Let's see. Yeah, Furlish and fellow members of Ashara on Dune Mall. That's from Furlish at Dune Mall. A shout out also must go apparently to me and the whole WoW Radio crew from Rasputin on Dark Sorrow EU, and a shout out to my new guild so what is that? Siverence. And of course a shout out to Akfanel, Undead Torin, Karagar, Azeron and his mighty gankers, and Dr. Ponage, now also known as Cliché, the mighty level 30 Belfodin. PS TB, your gear sucks. What's wrong with my gear? Just because I paid 150 DKP for the Gem of Nerubis does not make me a noob. The Gem of Nerubis, as it's called. A shout out to Xenia from Shadow Hall EU for being as fluffy as a cookie. That's from Variel on Defiance Brotherhood. A special shout out to Dawes because he is German. Yes, he is German. A shout out to Fallen Legion Guild on Draenor EU, and that is all the time that I've got. Listen to the archives, check out the shows on WCRadio.com, subscribe to my podcast and all that good stuff. Missed any part of the show? Download the archive. You've been listening to Blue Police. I've been Total Biscuit. I'm about to collapse sideways on the floor in a drooling heap. Thank you for listening. Octel and Horde coming up right after this. Enjoy.